Hello, my wonderful viewers. Welcome to my platform. This is Linda's TV show. If it is your first time of coming across this channel and you like what you see after watching, please subscribe, put on your notification bell, set it to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to get notified each time I upload a new video, even those without notification. Here we react to all forms of videos, international and local. Every Saturday by 2 p.m. we have our interaction section. You are free to call in to air your opinion about the happenings in our society. Invite your friends, share my videos with your families and colleagues. Do not keep this information to yourself. Myself, I will be sitting down here to watch this video together with you from the beginning to the end. Then we'll go to the comment section and leave our comment, our opinion about the video we watch constructively as we watch this video, my people.
What's the situation? Live report of the first batch of Nigerians to return from Romania.
Yes, definitely it, and you get a sense of mixed reaction. Well, for some of them, very, very happy, or I should say for all of them, very, very happy that they are back home. But there's this sense of, you look around and anxiety, not really knowing what's going to happen next. Well, just behind me, you see long queues. Now that's something that they have complained about already. Now you're talking about people who have had to endure a whole lot. Well, some of them with some very horrific experience. I've tried to get like 2-3 people to talk to me off the microphone. They've told me some very pathetic stories, but then they really do not want to come in. But I'm trying to see how well I can get a couple of them to still just talk to us, and that's because they say, they think that things could have been done better. I'll give you an example. Well, getting onto the flight was quite a challenge, and then when they did get on the flight, well, the flight stayed on ground for about 4 hours before they did leave, and got in here, and they still have to go through. Well, perhaps my camera can also pan around and then let you see some of the other procedures. Well, COVID-19 procedures, we all know. Unfortunately, well, we have also spoken with some of the officials who have also told us that it's a pity. They understand the situation, but then they are also being very, very careful. You just can't get everybody on the plane and the plane taxi and leave immediately. There are some official things that had to be done in Bucharest, and some of them did not really depend on the Nigerian team. In other words, well, they had to suffer some inconveniences also, but thank God that they are around. There are some family members who are outside waiting for their family members to walk through that door, and of course I'm very sure that they will be receiving a big embrace, taking a look at what these persons have passed through.
Well, thank you, Ferdinand. I'm looking at the scene there. It's clear there's not enough staff to process all those passengers quickly. It's clear that the air conditioning is not working because so many people are fanning themselves. But I'm sure there are those who are stuck in Ukraine right now who are wishing they could be in Nigeria fanning themselves. So these are the lucky ones, it must be stressed. Do they feel that way? Do they actually feel fortunate that the government has stepped up and rescued them from that disaster?
Absolutely, absolutely. That's exactly what they say. First of all, you just want to be happy that you are out of Ukraine, and then you just want to be happy that you're very close to your family members. Now, they say they thought that they would have, gotten here and then just been allowed to go home, immediately to their family members. But you and I know, COVID protocols, definitely would not, require that. However, things could also be handled better, I think, from my own stance, and that's because if I allow my camera to cross over to the other place, you see about 3 or 4 people working on processing as much as 415 people who arrived with that particular flight. But I truly agree with you, Tundu. You rather want to be here than being there, and as long as you are here, there is this sense of, well, things definitely could be done faster, and then you want to leave. Now I must let you know that, well, we've seen lots of officials around from NEMA and from some other agencies at the NDLEA. Also, they have their eagle eyes around, knowing that yes, there are some stories already coming from this, this particular states or countries. But I just want to believe that, later today when we hear about 3 other planes will be coming in from different countries, and hopefully that of Poland also, I hope that they would have been able to get it right. Now, this is the first one, so we do definitely anticipate such challenge. Well, hopefully later in the day, because you also want to get the sense of people being dragged from home, some of the workers who would have resumed at 7 or possibly around 8 being dragged from home to come in a little earlier. Now we hope that later today, when we see some more of these planes arrive, they will have a better hold on things.
All right, Ferdinand, how many people precisely arrived on that flight? If we can get the precise number. And secondly, if you can move your microphone around, let's probably talk to 1 or 2 of them and see how they're going and how logistic has been provided for their onward journey. Because I know somebody that's particularly on that flight that says he still has to go to Imo. He doesn't have a place to live in Abuja, so his final destination will be Imo State. So if you can walk around and talk to them. But how many people arrived on the flight?
Yes, Rufai, we definitely will be doing that, but we do need some clearance. The authorities that we've spoken to have asked that we hold on. If you take a look around, well, there's this COVID protocols going on, COVID testing and others going on, and now that's the reason why we've not been able to get very close. But off, the cameras, I've spoken to a couple of them who did tell us about, the situation, getting to, leaving Ukraine, getting to Poland, and getting to Romania, and then boarding this particular flight. Now, just to confirm, it is 415 of them who have arrived on this particular flight that came in from Bucharest. Hopefully we will see more arrive in the other planes that have been sent to some other places. And then also I told you about the person I spoke to who said his family is outside. We saw some of the family members. Well, when we're through from here, we definitely will go there, and we hope that we know that we are very sure that they will be able to talk to us without much resistance. However, we will try and get some of these people on camera, but for now, because of issues concerning COVID protocols, and then the fact that some of them are being processed, and then the fact that, well, they just want to, there's something like a struggle behind me. You want to be sure that you are done with everything, so that registration, so that you can indeed leave. So we'll just continue to try our best.
Okay, Ferdinand, which airline brought these persons in, the 450 that you talked about? Is it Air Peace or it's Air Max? And then secondly, you talked about problems that they claim that they faced. Oh, this is Air Max, right? Hello, Ferdinand?
Yes, it's Air Max, and the camera is trying to get a good view of of the plane. Just behind us, you can also see them trying to handle luggage and some other personal belongings of the people who did touch down. So this particular one came in from Bucharest, and they came in via the Air Max.
Okay, Air Max, that's established. Now the second point I would like to ask you was, you referred to problems that the persons who have been brought back said they faced. Can you take us through some of those problems that they said they experienced, either at the point of embarkation or that they are experiencing now on arrival in Nigeria?
Oh yes, perhaps we would start from now. Well, now you take a look around and you see that they are being processed. Now that includes getting their names, getting where they will be proceeding from here, and then also whatever documentation that is necessary. But before then, well, I spoke. Before then, one of them told me that they had to wait on the aircraft for 4 hours. 4 hours. That the aircraft touched down at Bucharest quite early yesterday, but unfortunately they had to wait for the embassy officials to bring the documentation that they had gathered, and then they waited. Even after all that had been done, they boarded the aircraft and then waited for 4 hours. Now that's indeed very, very difficult. Well, you wait for 4 hours, the plane left at about past 2 a.m. and then you touch down, and 1 hour later, you are still here, or perhaps beyond 1 hour later, almost 2 hours later, you are still at the airport trying to do this that they are doing now. Well, I do not have to wait for anybody to tell me that it is indeed very, very stressful, and especially for people who have passed through whatever they passed, some of them being in bunkers for a couple of days, some of them had to go through checkpoints and rigors, and then also endure issues like racism that they did complain about. So I definitely want to believe that it hasn't really been easy, but we just hope that perhaps after this badge, with the experience of handling this badge, by the time some of the other planes touch down later today, still at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport, the authorities will be able to handle things better from our own perspective. And then, well, let's hope that with a better diplomacy, we will have the others, that happens out of our shores sorted out.
All right, thank you so much, Ferdinand. Definitely, it's a developing story, so we'll still come back to you sometime in the day.
So much, my wonderful viewers, for watching this video together with me from the beginning to the end. Like I said before, if you like what you see here, if you like what I do in this platform, as you have finished watching this video, please hit that red button that says subscribe and put on your notification bell to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to know when I upload a new video. Share my videos, leave your comments in the comment section constructively. Until I meet your way again in my next video, I still remain your Linda's TV show. Bye-bye.